Good morning. Today is Monday, February 3rd, 2025. It's 10:01 a.m. and I call this meeting of the Platte County Commission to order. Commissioner Burberick, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda.
I move approval of the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Burberick?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanderburg?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda is the consent calendar.
Move to approve consent calendar.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent calendar. I just want to make one comment about an item on the consent calendar, and that is the Platte County, that's 4C1, Platte County Health Department profit and loss statement. I really appreciate what they're doing at the health department. 2 years ago, I was very critical of the health department and their financial situation and financial moves that they were making. And since then, they have really gotten their house in order. I want to congratulate them. Executive Director Andrew Warland is doing a fantastic job, as are the members of that board. So I really appreciate it. They have reduced their debt from $5 million to $2.3 million in the last couple of years, and continue to operate at a profit with no reduction in services. They are a fantastic health department. Very, very proud of them. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Burberick?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanderburg?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda, business action items. And the first one, 2025 RES 017, will be presented by County Administrator Wes Mender. So,
Do you want to say something, Wes, or just you want us to? I move to table 2025-RES-017 request for bids for the Sheriff's Office fence.
Second.
we have a motion and a second on this item. You want to comment?
The actual bid specifications that we're requesting bids for are currently not publicly available. So that's the reason I'm requesting to delay a vote on this. I don't believe it's an urgent matter. And I think I would like to see them, and I think the public may want to see them as well.
Very good. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Burberick?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanderburg?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0, and that item is tabled. Next on the agenda, 2025 RES 015, to be presented by Parks and Recreation Director Daniel Erickson. Good morning, Daniel.
Morning, Commissioners. Dean Erickson, on behalf of the Parks Department. Resolution 15 is the request for bids, seeking three major projects we're focusing on at the community center this year. It's in early stages. One is this project, which is to upgrade the lights, particularly at Platte County North, Platte City wide, to LED. The second project are to flat work, concrete and asphalt parking lot. They're very unique replacement. But this is the first project. It involves switching out the light to LED. This will not only give us better lighting, but also help improve. This is the request for bids. Staff recommends you approve this. Bids can be, the bid specs can be obtained by reaching out to the Parks Department. Staff recommends you approve this request for bids.
I move to approve business action item 2025-RES-015 to request bids for LED for Community Center North.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item, and just to be clear, this expense is not borne by the county. This is paid for out of a reserve account that the YMCA funds with excess revenues, correct? Okay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Burberick?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanderburg?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda, 2025 CO 005.
Commissioners, this CO 05 is change order request submitted by Vireo. Relates to the design services for Michael Gunn Park. As you are aware, we're contracted with Vireo to do work on phase 2 of Michael Gunn Park, which will include the playground and a expansion parking, bathroom, shelter house. In conjunction with the bathroom, we're looking at installing a septic system. This added work is associated with the design necessary to establish that septic system. The amount is $7,500. Change order has been reviewed by staff, has been reviewed by the county attorney, and deemed appropriate. So staff recommends you approve change order number 1.
I move approval of 2025-CO-005, which is change order number 1 with Vireo for professional design services at the Michael Gunn Park at Platte Meadows.
I'll second that.
Sorry. Second.
Too late.
You get it.
When will we see a draft design?
Soon. There's some, Mr. Hanover is really taking efforts to be part of this project. We have general layout, we know what it's going to be, playground, parking lot, shelter house, bathroom, storage room. Meeting just last week, looked over some ideas on the playground and types of equipment. The goal is to create like a destination type playground. Want to kind of keep the theme of that park, which is a nature-based park. This isn't a sports facility. This isn't that kind of park. It's a nature-based trails and nature. So we're trying to carry that through with the playground and everything down. So probably in the month or so, we'll have plans ready to get it out.
Good. Can we have them
Yes.
come before the commission and present those at a administrative session? That'd be great. Thank you. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Brinker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanacker?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Daniel. Next on the agenda, 2025 RES 015 to be presented by Public Works Director Bob Heim. Good morning, Bob.
Commissioners, Director of Public Works. Commissioners, the resolution before you this morning is a request for bids for annual supplies. This is going to be the Public Works only. Will be our categories 6 through 22. That's anything from vegetation control, aggregates, concrete, lubricants, tow services, striping, so various things that we normally bid out. The documents are available as of today. Bids will be accepted at the clerk's office Wednesday, February 26th by email. And then bids will be opened up at 10 a.m. on Friday, February 28th for Red Line. I request the commission approve this request for bids.
I move to approve business action item D 2025-RES-016 for annual supplies requests for bids for Public Works.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Brinker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanacker?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Bob. Next on the agenda, announcements from county office holders and staff. Anybody? County Administrator Westmander.
Just real quick, we have, as part of our ARPA construction projects and updates to the courthouse, we entered into agreement with Platte City, we're using the old city hall. I just wanted to let the commission know that we had a soft test run last Thursday, and then we had one on Friday, and we're sending out how they worked as official confirmation, and we're starting to use that with Division 5, but just want to thank Kara Davis and Carolyn in the treatment court. The staff over there at the courthouse arranged that, and a lot of things moved over. And then also our facility staff, specifically Adam Cox and Joe Gibbons, who put a lot of time and effort in getting that work. And we've had 2 days of operations, and things have gone pretty well. And so we just want to commend that staff for going above and beyond what they do to serve the citizens that are attending court.
Yeah, and that's an important part of the whole courthouse renovation project, because you're able to move a whole group of people out of the facility so that contractors can do more work and shuffle people around. And so, very important. Thank you for making sure that got done.
Morning, Dane Larson, on behalf of Planning and Zoning Facilities and Parks. I would like to, today to do a quick kind of overview or presentation about the county's online government process or project. As you will recall, when COVID happened, a lot of people were forced to work from home and try to keep services going. I think we did okay. I mean, at the time, you could, from home, you could access some of your files as an employee and do certain things, but we found out very quickly what it wasn't possible. We had all paper files. So we reduced so far to the point that somebody needed something outside. We still had processes that it really wasn't possible to apply or easy to apply for things online. So everything was eventually we would have to mail something in or get you a paper copy of an application. So when the ARPA funding became available, one of the first items was to improve that. People should be able to access government services online. They should be able to apply for a permit. They should be able to track their permit, do all these things online. So we contracted with a company called GovBuild that does this sort of thing. And I think they were bought out by NCCI, those processes. So we've been working on that ever since. I'm going to do a quick demonstration and show you and the public how to access these new services. So we've in essence been operating kind of in a soft launch situation for the past 4 to 6 months. Certain things are coming online every day. So we're trying to work out the bug. We do feel comfortable now that the system works and will be successful. So with that, I'm going to move over here and give you a quick kind of overview of this system. So from the general public's perspective, to access this program, you just go to the county website, which is www.co.plat.mo.us. And you come to the opening page, and over here you'll see sign up. So if you haven't created a login, you sign up right here. Very simple, just like any other website. And once you sign up, and I'm going to go ahead and open my profile. Click my profile, put your username, password, and log in. So this is the profile page that after you create your login, it'll have this information. Now it only applies to your application. So if I'm a home builder, I'm going to see all the building permits that I have submitted. I've seen everybody's permits. You're just seeing your permits, the active ones and the older ones that have been submitted to the system. So this is the dashboard. You've got profile details. You can see all the permits you've submitted, the cases that are open, licenses. That would be like a tow license or a liquor license. You can look at all the payment history. These are all the invoices you've paid as it relates to applications. But this is the important one, applications. So here are all the things that a person can apply for online now. Now, some of these are internal, so not everybody will be able to see all of these, but so building permits, codes enforcement, that's an internal one that staff will use only. You can apply for a job. Licenses, this is the senior citizens tax freeze, the SB 190. That's where you access that application. Tow license. Parks work order. That's an internal application. And then here's all the planning and zoning applications. You can apply for amendment, a fireworks permit, flood development permit, subdivision, special use permit, rezoning application. And finally, this is a work order. This is another internal process where, you know, it's, the toilet's not working on the third floor. You submit it in there and that'll go through the process and send it to the facilities and they enter that in their system and get it fixed.
Is that active now?
It is active internally.
Okay. Testing?
It's still kind of testing. I've been entering them, but the facilities guys are getting some, they need to be able to access it right now. Their access to the computer in their shop is not great. So we're getting them a little iPad thing so they can access it. But yeah, it's working. I haven't pushed it out to the employees yet, but it's there. So I'm going to just give you a quick kind of overview, show you how this would work. Let's say you want to apply for a building permit. You just open that up, and the first thing you're going to do is identify the property. So I'm just going to search Farmers Lane. Just type in Farmers, and I'm going to hit search. So give me all these addresses, and I'm going to say this is my address right here. Bill. And so it automatically uploads a lot of information, zoning, setbacks, the township, the parcel number, the owner. Say I want to do I'm building an accessory buildings, and it adds the setbacks. So I know who the owner is, contract. So you fill out all this. You know, it's going to be a building permit for a deck. Deck replacement. $10,000, whatever. So you fill all that out, and then down here you can upload your construction plans, all the documentation related to your construction permit. Not everything is applicable here, but this is where you can upload all your plans and any other sign-offs or driveway permit, other things you need to get a building permit. You sign for it and you submit it. Now I will show you the back end of things. That's just from the public. That's how a person would apply for a building permit. And as an employee, of course, I have this admin function. The citizens won't have admin. They'll just have my profile and log off. I'm going to show you kind of how this thing works on the back end. So here's a building that's been submitted. So the software is a workflow. It's basically a workflow software that takes an application, allows you to submit online, but it creates all these benchmarks. And as with each benchmark, there's a communication that happens. And that goes back to the applicant. So you can see up top here, you see this bar here, it goes from submitted to pending payment to approved. We're at approved stage now. And eventually we're going to get to certificate of occupancy and the permit's going to be closed. So here's the information. These are the email, the communication that happens when somebody submits it. So when the applicant submitted the application, they got this email. So please be, you know, hey, you submitted an application. We got it. And then this email is to all our, to Clara and Krista, our permits people, it says, hey, there's a permit on the system, go check it out. So that's a notice to us. Either somebody submitted a permit, so then just sat there. And here's the next email that went out. It was related to payment. We reviewed, we accepted your application, you owe us $50. And here's how you pay. There will be an online payment request sent for them to pay. And here's an email that they've submitted an inspection request. Here's the email, the inspection was completed. Here's your results of your inspection. So it just, and all of these communications happen. Whoops, I lost mine. By changing the status. So we change the status from approved to certification. There's an email that goes out. There's a form that gets created, and all this a person can download from the phone. So it's cuts down on a person needing to come to the office and pay, which they used to have to do. They physically had to come in and pay for a permit. Now they can pay online. They're able to schedule their inspections online. They're able to get the results of their inspection. One of the biggest frustrations is when we went out and did an inspection, we'd have a ticket, you know, you can stick it somewhere on the foundation or somewhere. Well, that can blow away, you know. But now we still do that, but it's going to be emailed, not to the owner and the contractor. So everybody who needs to know the results of that inspection are getting it in real time.
So this looks very helpful from the contractor side. How has it helped your staff in terms of efficiency?
It's a lot. I mean, it's just the ability to do, for example, our inspectors, before we do the inspection, they write out the ticket, they come back to the office, enter the results of the ticket into a system, scan in the ticket, attach it to a file. Now, we enter it on our phone, we might even take a picture. Oh, this is the outlet that's wrong, click, and that gets sent out and automatically updated on the file. So it cuts out that entire post-inspection process. So that's just one example of efficiency. And I can show you, this is the dashboard. Here's an example of the daily inspections. So let's see what Claire is doing today. So here's her inspections for today. You know, it tells her here's all your inspections. It makes a map so you can map your route. You can look and see how many inspections we had last month. See in the stat, did it fail, did it pass? It's just a quick overview. So that's kind of, that's stuff, the back that we see as staff, the view for the public, is they'll have access to all these important documents. If they want to get an extra copy of their certificate of occupancy, they can go on their portal and download it. They don't have to call us and have us pull it out of the file somewhere. If they want to see the results of inspection, they can just pull that. All of it's there. They want to verify for the records that this was paid and how much we paid. And that's just the building permit. Of course, every one of those applications has a similar workflow. They're all unique. Obviously, some are very simple. Like the SB 190 is a workflow. They're going to have tax information that's added. So we're excited. Like I said, we've been using it now for approximately 6 months, but we really feel comfortable now trying to get the public more used to using it. And good feedback so far. Of course, with any software, there's going to be bugs. And we're not immune to that, but we've been using it now for 6 months or so, and it seems to be doing okay. And the public that have used it seem to be very receptive and like the ease of it. The applications, I showed you the ones that are online. A couple that will be available soon are parks reservations. So pretty soon you'll be able to reserve a shelter house or a ball field. They're also working with Bob Heim, the Public Works Department, Carol, to add permits for right-of-way utility permits and driveway permits. That'll be very similar to kind of building permit software. So yeah, it's a workflow program. It can be any workflow that we come up with, it can be used in that way. So,
Great.
Awesome.
Any comments? This represents a significant investment on the county's part in the short run for long-term real benefits for the public in terms of transparency, ease of access to government employees and officials, and it's an investment in county efficiency of operation so that we can continue to keep costs down, and this is really good on a lot of fronts. And I know it's been a lot of work for you to get here on this. It's been quite some time, and we keep waiting for this presentation. So thank you for having this, and appreciate all your efforts at sticking with this and making this happen. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. It's awesome.
Any further comments from office holders and staff? Any public comments today? Any comments from the commission?
I would move to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Freighter?
Yes.
Commissioner Freighter?
Yes.
Commissioner Bennett?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. It's 10:27 a.m. and we are adjourned.